What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about compound. This is going to be a very brief video, and I'm going to tell you why it's going to be a very brief video, because I know there are a lot of you compound fiends out there. You want your daily dose of TA for compound, and we haven't done anything, right? We've essentially been in the same price area that we've been in since the end of February. Okay, and it's the beginning of April now. We haven't done anything. We are holding key areas of support. That's something to note. We're looking good. We're absolutely healthy. This whole entire bit of consolidation that we're having, which that's exactly what I would identify it as, is very healthy. We broke out, and we're finding support at the breakout area right here, literally finding support at it. As long as we're not closing, or really, I wouldn't even like to see us go below it. I don't see us going below this low here. As long as we're staying above this line, we're in good shape. If we go below this line, that would be not good. That would actually not be really good at all. And just because it's not good doesn't mean we couldn't do something like this and then just totally V-shape out of it. It would be weird, but weird things happen sometimes, man. Inevitably, I do believe compound will still go to new all-time highs regardless of what it does, but for the time being, this is a very, very bullish look, in my opinion, breaking out and finding consolidation right above your breakout point. We're just cooling off on the RSI, looking fine. If we look at the weekly RSI for what it's worth, higher lows, higher highs, we're actually, you guys, actually in an area on the weekly RSI that would make sense to bounce from. Not the 56 level specifically, but if you just look at it with your seeing eyeballs, right, like these higher lows coming into play here, especially like the last few, we're like right in line with this. So looking like we could make our next move up. This could be the time frame that we're looking for, or this could be around the area of time that we're looking for to see these movements up to, anything from about like $170 to $270 to $520, $530 or higher. If we look at the fibs from an all-time high to the first low of this cycle, not the technical low, but I'm going to count that as a fake out. I say this in every video because I'm going to count that as a fake out. I don't think it should be considered on this fib, because this move too, you can just see for what it's worth, this move down, that was from this high to this low, that makes sense. This is more of a move sideways. This was like the low of the sideways move, so it's a bit different. So I'm taking this high to low. Key areas to watch for. We found, man, this would have been good for my fib video. We found resistance at the 382 area. We pulled back to the 236 area, actually finding support a little bit above it, which is very bullish. And I wouldn't even expect that we go down to it because, again, that'd be just below the breakout point. But I suppose that would be a nice little line of defense too if we were to break that first line that I was talking about at about $63. Inevitably, when we see our next interaction with this 382, I would expect, just based off of this maneuver alone with the fibs and what I believe to know with the fibs, I would expect that we would go up to the 618.69 area, which would be between about $235 to $304. And if you look at these lines where they are, that's a little bit of resistance right here in this zone. It's a little bit of support kind of in this area, support on this zone. Kind of support here and there, resistance in this area right here was actually in the middle of this circle right here, right? If I put a line right there, just right in the middle there, right at 272. So you guys, what I'm trying to say, all this to say, we're consolidating right now. We are winding up for the move that will inevitably take us to, likely, with a high probability in my opinion, 235 to 304, and we're not going to stop there. We're absolutely going to go higher throughout the cycle, but it might be I say we're not going to stop there. It might be a pit stop. It might be a place where we consolidate, we take a break, But while this breakout has been rather lackluster, it was fun for the couple weeks that it lasted, but now it's been kind of boring. I think soon, very, very soon, we're going to see this move up here. We could find resistance at the 154 area. It is possible. But if we do, it's going to be mild turbulence, and inevitably it's going to be a little, again, turbulence on our way up to this area. So I don't think that this move is going to be over until we at least hit 235 to 304, somewhere in that area. We absolutely could break through the 618 on the first attempt and go up to your 786, which would put us above $400, even the 886 all the way up to $600. This area should be considered. It should not be counted on. Don't hold your breath over it. Inevitably, we will get there, but it should be considered. And I'm saying that for anybody who's getting the smart idea that, oh, it'll go up here, I should sell. No. We got a lot higher to go. Don't you dare sell there. If you do sell there and we take off without you, you're not going to feel so smart. If you sell there and it pulls back to this area or even back down to about $100, you'll feel pretty smart. But the difference between feeling smart or not feeling smart is just the results. If you're new to trading, you're new to investing, I would recommend just sitting on your hands. Even if you expect resistance here to pull back significantly, we're talking about, let's just say right in the middle there at about $250, $260, talking about a move that pulls you back $100, maybe even $150. That is a significant drop. I know that might sound like a good idea to sell here, but we might not see that. Again, maybe we just tear through this area. Maybe we go up here, we consolidate in this area, and then we move up. That's also a fairly common thing to do. Regardless of how it looks when we get up there, let's just see what we do with this $235 to $304 area. With, again, taking into consideration these higher prices between about $400 to $600, $430 to $600, yeah, essentially. So that's all I got for you guys. Just kind of your daily, weekly, not daily, but I guess weekly updates on compound. Things look good. I'm not worried at all. Where we are in the RSI tells me that we are likely going to find a bounce soon. We could go lower next week. We could go down the next 2 weeks just a little bit. It could be 3 weeks. It could be by the end of April. But I would expect sometime this month we will be again above $90 and working our way up higher, closing a week above this weekly high close at about $89.50 would be the first step that we'd want to see. The last step that we need to confirm that we're going to move up to those higher areas is closing above about $98. That's the 886 area of this relative consolidation phase. And then if we take this low close here, the last support phase that we kind of found resistance on, it's also right there. So I'd say closing above about $98, $99, really getting into that $100 zone would be really nice. Once we do that again, the next time that we're up there, we likely will be moving to our next destination, which is about, 230 to 305 or higher. Again, we absolutely could go higher. Keep those higher price targets in the back of your mind because they absolutely could happen. Yeah, I like the daily RSI. I think it looks fine. I think the price looks fine. We are showing some of the lower levels of volume that we've seen in this consolidation phase. That's how you know that it's about to break out. Whether it breaks out to the downside or the upside remains to be seen, but you guys know I am in favor of the upside. As of right now, it kind of looks like we have a higher low. As long as we're sustaining this, that does put the ball in the bull's court to take out this high. And if we take out that high, that's just one of many steps to take us up to higher prices, you guys. We really could, all that to say, we really could be breaking out of this phase of consolidation here over the next week to 3 weeks, I would say. It's probably going to happen very soon. I'm saying that now. Watch tomorrow it goes up. And then someone with a smart-ass remark in the comment section will be like, are you okay that you were wrong, that it didn't take 3 weeks for it to go up? And I'm going to be like, I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I've been holding this thing since it was at $58, man. I am completely okay if it doesn't go up in 3 weeks, but it goes up in 1 day instead to the price areas I'm talking about. I will be happy about that. That's the kind of wrong that you like to be. When it happens sooner than you expect, I'm okay with that, man. I'm really okay with that. But I've heard a few of you, in the comment section and in the Discord, there's been a few of you talking about adding more compound. Good job. There's a few of you who have talked about, you've traded your compound for other coins, and that's okay, But if you did that, just understand that when this thing, while it's been boring, and you traded it while it's boring, do not dare, because what you did probably is you sold the boring coin for the coin that was exciting. Don't you dare, once this thing is up here, buy this coin for the coin that was exciting and now has been boring. You're going to be missing the uptrends every single time. So just sit on your hands, guys. That's the real moral of the story. Just sit on your hands, pack your bags, and be patient. I know it seems like it's been forever, right? But this thing, it's testing our patience time and time again. We've been here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks now. It's coming to an end soon, and it might happen sooner than you think. So hit that like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. I very much appreciate all of you for coming. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.